Good afternoon everyone, this is Jaimini Astrology channel. Today we're going to work on Navamsha Dasha. This chart is taken from the book called, obviously, Predict Through Jaimini's Navamsha Dasha by Sachin Malhotra, guide and editor K.N.Rao. So I'm not going to disclose the birth details nor identity, and like I've said before, this example, this chart is taken from that particular book. What we are going to focus on today. This Navamsha chart belongs to an individual who was involved, who had 2 car accidents within the period of 3 or 4 months. So within such a short period he had 2 car accidents, and we're going to study how it is shown in Navamsha through checking, obviously, Navamsha Dasha. So as you can see on the screen in front of you, the first accident he had, it was in Tula Mahadasha, Rishabha Antardasha and Rishabha Pratyantar Dasha. So what is happening here? So let's see Tula first, which is Mahadasha. Okay, Tula or Libra is here. Okay, so first of all, we've got aspects from Gnati Karaka. Just give me a second. Just give me a second, please. We've got aspects of Gnati Karaka signifying accidents, which is Mars here in Simha, Mangala in Simha, aspecting Tula and aspecting also the 7th from Tula, which is Mesha. We also have got aspect of Shukra, which is Atmakaraka on Tula, Mahadasha of Tula. Then we'll look at the 4th house. 4th house obviously is responsible for cars, vehicles. Yeah. So here we've got also the aspect of Mangala Gnati Karaka on the 4th house, and 4th house is also afflicted by Rahu and Shurya. So the 4th house signifying cars is afflicted by the aspect of natural malefic Mangala, which is also our Gnati Karaka. Here we've got Rahu and Surya, and also we've got aspect of Atmakaraka on the 4th. Here we need to mention one more thing. We're talking about the sign of Rishabha. Rishabha or Taurus. It is obviously connected, linked to especially cars and vehicles. It is obvious. So we just looked how the Tula Mahadasha looked like. Okay, we're going to see Rishabha Antardasha right now. Okay, let me just clear that. Let me clear those arrows first, and we're going to discuss Rishabha Antardasha, which is obviously Taurus. Rishabha Antardasha in Tula Mahadasha. Okay, just a second. As you can see, obviously here we've got our Atmakaraka, which is Shukra, Rishabha, as the Rashi is connected, signifies cars, vehicles. Okay, so what we can see from Rishabha under Dasha. Okay, let's look at the fourth house first. Okay, from Rishabha. Fourth house falls in Simha. Here we've got obviously our Gnati Karaka. Mangala. Fourth house is related obviously to cars and vehicles. Okay, then we've got obviously aspect of malefics, Rahu and Surya aspecting the fourth with Mangala as the Gnati Karaka. Okay, then we'll look at one more thing, the sixth house from Antardasha, which is obviously Tula. Yeah, here we've got aspect of Mangala, Gnati Karaka, responsible for accidents. Yeah, then we've got aspect of Atmakaraka, signifying obviously self. This is the sixth house of the accidents. Yeah, so picture I believe is very clear. Yeah, so in the first case, first accident, it happened in Tula, Rishabha, Vrishabha. Yeah, and as far as we know, there was someone killed by the individual's vehicle in that particular accident. Okay, so let me clear that picture again, and we'll talk briefly about the second car accident, yeah, which happened in Tula, Rishabha and Simha. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about Tula Mahadasha and Vrishabha Antardasha, as we already covered that. Okay, so we'll focus on Simha, Pratyantardasha. Okay, Simha is here obviously. In Simha we've got our Gnatikaraka, Mangala. Gnatikaraka, as we know well, is responsible for accidents, injuries, etc. etc. Yeah, so we've got our Mangala. Yeah, let's look at the sixth house. Okay, sixth house from Simha. We've got aspect of Mangala Gnatikaraka on the sixth house, signifying itself accidents, injuries, wounds, etc. etc. We've got sixth house afflicted by malefics. It is afflicted, as you can see, heavily. Aspect from Mangala Gnatikaraka here. Surya, Rahu remaining. Yeah. And also we've got aspect of our Atmakaraka on the sixth. Yeah. Plus we can also add, we've got aspects of Rahu, Surya on the fourth, signifying obviously cars or vehicles. So that's how we are able to spot, yeah, that two accidents which took place within the period of 3 or 4 months. I believe there was a period of 4 months between two of these accidents. In one of them, as I've said before, someone was killed by the individual's car. So that's how we can track, we can see the accidents happening in life through using our Navamsha Dasha. Okay, so I'm going to finish that quick video. Take care, good luck, and I'll see you next time.